Welcome back to Cooking with Bob. Today I'm finally going to show you how to make pizza. Now this is dough that was made last night. If you missed my dough video, follow the link below. What we're doing now is calling finger docking the dough. But before we move on, let's get some decent music. Hey Google, play Dean Martin, That's Amore. So the nice smooth top of the dough that's in your proofing bowl, that's actually going to become the bottom of your pizza crust. But you want to make sure that you press the air bubbles out of both sides and that you make a nice half-inch to inch rim around the edge. So that's going to puff up and give you a nice airy crust. It takes some practice to learn how to throw the dough, but that's a fine way to stretch it out. Make sure your hands are dusted well with flour or cornmeal so the dough doesn't stick to you. And also, dust the pizza peel so the dough doesn't stick to that. Now I'm going to take my canned sauce and I'm going to spread it along the top, leaving about an inch border. I used to make the whole pie and cook it, but I felt that the cheese was burning before the crust could cook through. So I started the idea of par baking my crust. If you do not put sauce on top, then the crust will inflate up into a big dome, and basically you're making pita bread. So I cover the crust, or the dough, first with sauce. I smooth that around, and then I'm going to put that in the oven. Now I have a very high oven. My oven goes up to 550 degrees. I also have a pizza stone, so we're going to put it in there for a minute and a half. Alright, 90 seconds is up. We're going to go in. You can see that it's steaming hot. Dough ridge has formed around the edge. You want to give it a little shift on the peel, and it's time to put on your toppings. I like fresh mozzarella, but that's rather expensive, so you can buy regular packaged mozzarella. Just make sure that it's whole milk. You don't want to mess around with skim or 2%. It just doesn't melt well. It tastes like cardboard. So spread the cheese to the edge with your fingers. And it's Lent, so I have vegetable toppings. So I'm just going to put some onions on here. Now these are really thin onions that I slice on a mandolin slicer to get a nice uniform thickness. They're very thin. And I'm going to put on about half an onion's worth. Just put them right on top. Make sure they overlap. If you have a meat topping, there's going to be enough oil in the meat. But since this is a vegetable topping, I'm going to add some olive oil to help give the onions some flavor and to help them cook a little bit more. So after the olive oil, I'm going to put on some oregano. Just a nice dusting. And then we're going to go back in the oven. Remember, this is a 550 degree oven with a pizza stone. And I'm going to bake that for 5 minutes. Oh, here it comes. And that is pizza perfection. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, give it a like, a share, and a comment. Thank you.